Hey, what's good? I'm doing another interesting discussion video for you guys. So, I wanted to do a discussion over riding the Dilu horse and if it's worth the price that it's currently going for. So, just so with context for this, so the effect of it is target creature gets +2/+2 and gets horsemanship. Or gains horsemanship, basically. So, and that's not until an end of turn clause either, which I'll show you guys here. So this is the Oracle text, and it says this spell's effect has no duration. The targeted creature gets basically the ability until the game ends or leaves the battlefield. So yeah. So that's basically the text. And I showed this in the last video, but this is the English price of the card. Basically, roughly 300. And then I'll show you guys a Japanese one. So the Japanese price is roughly about $100, roughly, depending on what price that you can find it for. But it's roughly going to be around there. So, is it worth that price? I honestly feel like yes, it is. Now, the really big up part to this whole card is you're making your creature unblockable, which you can target your commander if you have one out in the field, and if it's running green, you can make it basically unblockable and essentially take out one person if they don't answer it, which most decks usually do have an answer to a unblockable creature most of the time, depending on what the build is and stuff like that. But if your pod doesn't have an answer to an unblockable creature, then you can essentially just basically just win the whole pod just by hoping to draw this card and essentially put it onto a creature you have and essentially winning the game that way. It may take a while, but if you put on your commander, you can win by commander damage, or if you put on a just regular creature, it will probably take a while. So, but I honestly, like I said, I honestly feel like that this is worth the price that you saw, just because it's an old card. It hasn't been updated since 2009, which that's where the yellow text or the date for the yellow text was that you guys had seen. And the English print didn't really have that much printed. It was like a short printed set for English. Now, foreign, you can still find a few copies here and there on different sites and be able to get one that way, which is where I got mine, is off eBay. So yeah, so it's essentially, do you need this card for any decks? That's what it boils down to. Because I honestly feel that for the decks I play, I still play it just because it's good. And if I don't see it, no big deal. But if I do see it, it's usually pretty helpful in a lot of different situations. Like I put on Bymare once, and I had a hexproof 7/5 that was basically attacking each turn. That's basically unblockable. So again, if you put it under the right card and have protection for it and all of that, you could essentially win the game that way. So let's say it all depends on if you need one. I'd recommend getting one just because it's insanely good. And if you're kind of like, yeah, I don't really need it, and then that's fine too. But it's just a card that I feel like that once the Japanese copies and foreign copies start to go away, and especially if any English ones sell, this card may be really getting a lot harder to find, especially with how busted the card is, especially since it hasn't gotten a updated text in since 2009, which has been like 15 years. So yeah, so that's essentially it for the video. So thank you for watching. Highly recommend pick up a copy of this card if you don't have one already. And yeah, I will catch y'all in the next video. Alright, there goes.